ఏం కాదు నువ్వేందుకు సైడ్ ఒకరుండండి ఎవరున్నా వచ్చి ఓకే ऊपर सेट कर दिया నువ్వు మైక్ టెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నావు బాబు దేని మైక్
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, I now declare that all the Honorable Judges have assembled. With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request your Lordship to commence your Lordship's speech.
My esteemed sister Justice Lalita ji, my esteemed sister and brother judges, President Andhra Pradesh High Court Bar Association Sri K. Janaki Rami Reddy ji, Chairman Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh Sri Ghanta Rama Rao, Additional Advocate General, Additional Solicitor General, the Public Prosecutors, Law Officers, senior advocates and members of the bar, members of judicial fraternity, officers of the registry, respected family members of Justice Lalita Kannigatti and other honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. Chairman Bar Council of Andhra Pradesh. Within a span of 1 week, we have once again gathered here to bid farewell to one of our esteemed judges. This time to Sister Justice Lalita Kannigatti. Members of judicial has been transferred as the judge of the Telangana High Court of the registry. Respected family members. Born in a reputed family of Cheruvu Jammupalam village, Baktala Mandal, Guntur district, ladies and gentlemen. Justice Lalita did her early education from St. Teresa, Erragada, and then intermediate from Nagarjuna Junior College, SR Nagar, and then obtained Bachelor of Arts degree from Sarojini Naidu Vanita Mahavidyalaya, Nampalli, Hyderabad. He graduated in law from Osmania University, Hyderabad, and was an outstanding student throughout his career. After being enrolled as an advocate on 28/12/1994, he practiced in all branches of law. He was standing counsel for various reputed organizations and was finally elevated to the bench on 2/5/2020 on the sheer dint of her merit. During her judgeship, for about 1.5 years, she has discharged her duties without fear of favor. From what I have found while sitting with her in the division bench in the last couple of weeks, I can say with certainty that she possesses qualities of head and heart. In discharging judicial functions, she would always adopt a strict adherence to the rule of law, and once getting to the point, she would deliver the order without hesitation. At the same time, maintaining firm composure and a smile on her. During this period, she has disposed of whopping number of more than 4,325 cases. I can say with certainty that she possesses quality. It is always said that if you want to know about the judicial personality of a judge, we have to see the judgments delivered. And once getting to the point, to quote a few, while delivering the judgment in the matter of one Kutti Kumari Lakshmi, which was an appeal arising out of an ex parte judgment and decree passed in an original suit. He discussed the law on the subject by referring to the provisions of law and judgments rendered by Honorable Supreme Court, and proceeded to allow the appeal after condoning the delay of 717 days. And in the process, we held that a litigant should not suffer due to mistake of the counsel, and hyper-technicalities should not be adopted while condoning delay in filing the appeal. The principles laid down by her demonstrates that she is always concerned with providing a legal remedy to repair the damage caused to a litigant for no fault of his. In another matter, which was a service matter, she allowed the promotion to an employee who was denied the benefits despite the order from the court. The quality of dispensation of justice rendered by her during these 1.5 years compels us to conclude that Sister Lalita will be an asset to the bench in the coming years. While her departure is a loss to this great institution, it is definitely a gain to the Telangana High Court. She would surely attain greater heights in her career, and we wish the same for her as a judge of Telangana. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of my brothers and sisters judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh and the whole, wish Srimati Justice Lalita Kannigatti a very happy, healthy and peaceful life, and all the very best in her career.
With the permission of Milord, the Honorable Chief Justice, may I now request the learned President, Bar Association, High Court of AP, to read out the speech of Advocate General on behalf of the legal fraternity.
I, on my own behalf and on behalf of my brothers and sisters judges of the High Court of Andhra Pradesh,
Milord, the Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable
healthy and peaceful life,
Justice of this Court, Staff, Senior Counsel, Chairman, Bar Council, Assistant Solicitor General,
May I now request the learned President, out the speech of Advocate General on
I apologize to the court for my absence today. I have not been able to shake off my hoarse throat during the last 4 or 5 days and did not want to be a scaremonger. In her future endeavor in the other parent court at Hyderabad. With her prowess in court in the branches of law, the judge has shown to be capable of handling here in a very short time. I am sure the land judge would excel in her stint at Hyderabad. I wish her all well and success for a new assignment.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request the learned President of the Bar Association, High Court of AP, to commence his speech on behalf of legal fraternity.
My Lord the Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Srimati Lalita Kanniganti, Honorable Judges of this Court, Chairman Bar Council of AP, Land Assistant Solicitor General, Law Officers of the State, Senior Advocates, Colleague Advocate Friends, staff of the High Court. Today we have assembled here to bid farewell to the Honorable Justice Srimati Lalita Kanniganti and her Lordship being transferred as Judge of the Honorable High Court of State of Telangana. My Lord, Honorable Justice Srimati Lalita Kanniganti was born on 5th May 1971 in Jamulapalam village, Bapatla Mandal, Guntur district. My Lord did her schooling from St. Teresa Yadagada, intermediate from Nagarjuna Junior College, and then Vanita Mahila Vidyalaya, Nampalli, Hyderabad, her bachelor's degree. My Lord obtained law degree from Padala Ramiredi Law College, Usmania University at Hyderabad, and as a law student saw innumerable accolades for outstanding academic achievements and enrolled as an advocate on 28/12/1994. My Lord married to Sri K. Vijay Prasad and blessed with son Ms. K. Gautam and daughter Ms. Manasa, who is also a practicing advocate. My Lord initially joined in the chambers of Senior Counsel Sri M.R.K. Chaudhary and later on moved to Sri K. Harnath and O. Manohar Reddy garu. And within a short span of time, my Lord was developed an independent practice well. My Lord appeared in number of important cases relating to civil, criminal, constitutional, service, motor accident claims, and also matrimonial cases before the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh. My Lord served as a standing counsel for AP Agriculture Market Committees, University of English and Foreign Languages, AP Endowment moved to and prestigious Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, and Sri Venkateswara Vedic University, Sri Venkateswara Institute of Medical Sciences and Sanskrit University at Tirupati. My Lord was appointed as a permanent judge in the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh at Amaravati on 2nd May 2020. Though my Lordship's tenure was very short in this Honorable Court, but dealt with an important cases. In one of the judgment, that is Porutla Bhaskar Rao versus State of Andhra Pradesh, my Lord, while dealing with bail applications, where there was delay in issuing bail orders, Her Lordship, considering the same, stated that disposal of bail applications without furnishing the order copy within a reasonable time will not place the accused in a better position. And to solve the same, my Lord issued specific guidelines that all the orders passed shall be issued on the same day, duly uploading in the AP High Court website. The parties, advocates, shall download the order copy from the website, which can be filed along with a memo before the presiding officer, so that presiding officer can dispose of it in the same day and dispatch the release order to the concerned jail authorities forthwith. The entire legal fraternity and parties praised the above guidelines issued by Her Lordship. It is due to her hard-working nature, diligence, adhering to the professional ethics and ability to work in a team that has gained the trust of the members of the bar who feel her as one of their own. Now, my Lord is moving to High Court of Telangana. We would miss the presence of Her Lordship in this court.
We are thankful for every endeavor that my Lord has made in upholding the rule of law and for keeping cordial relationships between the bar and bench. Honorable Justice Srimati Lalita Kaniganti will forever be remembered eminence and excellence as a judge of this court. I am sure that she would continue her commitment to cause justice and preservation of rule of law by discharging her new role, and I am sure her positive attitude, hard work and integrity will further blossom in the state of Telangana. Today, as we bid farewell from this honorable court, please accept our best wishes and we pray to our Almighty God to grant her longevity, good health, happiness and an active and fulfilling next chapter. I end by quoting Richard Bach, an American writer. Don't be dismayed at goodbyes. A farewell is necessary before you can meet again, and meeting again after moments or lifetimes is certain for those who are friends. I, on behalf of the Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, wish all the best to Honorable Justice Srimati Lalita Kaniganti. I also congratulate the state of Telangana. Thank you. I end by quoting Richard Bach.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, may I now request the Lord Chairman, Bar Council of High Court of Appeal to commence this
before you can meet again and meeting again after moments or lifetimes.
My Lord Honorable Chief Justice Prashant Kumar Misaji, Honorable Judges of the High Court, particularly Justice Lalita Kaniganti, the President of the Bar Association Janaki Ram Reddy, Assistant Solicitor General Mr. Harna, Public Prosecutor Mr. Srinivas Reddy, the Senior Counsel, Registrar and Staff of the High Court, my advocate friends, family members of the Justice Lalita Kaniganti, the media friends and ladies and gentlemen, still in our mind fresh about this fairing of my lord Lalita, Justice Lalita Garu. Now we met here to farewell. Maybe her natural qualities like immense patience, abundant common sense, courage, courteous, helped her to become successful judge. Though it is a short period tenure here, it is a memorable. Especially this is a many young friends who are learned so much during this short tenure. No doubt, from today it is a loss to this High Court, but fortunately, in an unfortunate situation, our brothers are going to be benefited because most of us born there as advocates in that wonderful High Court, grown there and cherished as advocates there in that campus. And of course, here we are appearing most of the time, but still occasionally we'll have opportunity to appear at Hyderabad. Therefore, we are not missing completely. Maybe the leadership qualities of her father might have helped her because he was known in that locality, maybe Dharma. So she became justice able to dispense the justice with the qualities which are imbibed by her from her father. With these few words, I wish a successful onward journey as a judge of the Telangana High Court or further journey, and I wish that maybe in the course of that journey again we will get the opportunity to meet. on behalf of the legal profession in the state, I wish a peaceful and successful onward journey as a judge. Thank you.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request the learned Assistant Solicitor General, High Court of Andhra Pradesh to commence his speech on behalf of the Solicitor General.
My Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, Judges of this Honorable Court, My Lord Justice Lalita Kanaganti Garu, the Chairman Bar Council, Ganta Ramarao Garu, President of the Bar Association, the Public Prosecutor, Government Pleaders, Standing Counsel for the Central Government and State Governments, Registrars of this Court, Staff of this Court, family members of Madam Justice Lalita Garu. Today's occasion, bidding farewell to My Lord Justice Lalita Kanaganti is not a great day for the bar, because the bar was very happy and proud when Madam Justice swore in as a judge of this court. The bar was very proud on that day, and today the bar would be missing a very great judge on bench for two reasons. One, she is very considerate to the bar, and the advocates who appeared before her were satisfied with the judgment either way. And having served a very short tenure in this court and getting transferred and having transferred to the Telangana High Court, where most of us were born as advocates, and after the partition we had to come here. The members of Telangana Bar are lucky to get a very good judge, and Justice Lalita Garu has got a long innings to go, and I pray Lord Balaji to be with her and guide her in all her future journey, and I wish My Lord Justice a great tenure at Hyderabad and further steps in her career. Jai Hind.
May I now request Honorable Srimati Justice Lalita Kanaganti to give it.
My Lord, Honorable the Chief Justice, Prashant Kumar Mishra ji, beloved and esteemed sister and brother judges, Sri K. Janikram Reddy, President Bar Association, Sri Ganta Ramarao, Chairman Bar Council, Sri N. Harina, Assistant Solicitor General, Sri K. Srinivas Reddy, Public Prosecutor, respected senior members of the Bar, government pleaders, advocates, registrars, law clerks, staff, family members of honorable judges, my family members, ladies and gentlemen. A very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I express my gratitude for the kind words spoken about me. I confess I am in a mixed feelings. While on one hand, I am moved by the thought that I would be parting with the Andhra Pradesh High Court. On the other hand, I am happy that I am not parting virtually. In my case, it would not be an irony to be addressed as a virtual judge. I, along with two of my brother judges, took oath virtually on 2nd May 2020. Thereafter, for majority of the time, I have discharged my duties virtually. I wondered whether I would be able to witness the courts physically before moving to the Telangana High Court. I am overwhelmed to see all of you physically present here to bid farewell. The grandeur of the court grew multifold with your physical presence. Yet, a word of caution. We have not completely overcome the pandemic. Hence, it is important that we continue to adhere to the COVID protocol strictly. Physical hearing imposes an additional responsibility on each of us. I feel humbled to have an opportunity to be part of this institution. I believe that we live in a world in which values like kindness and compassion are essential. I kept this in mind while discharging my duties. As a judge of this court, I have experienced the love, honor, and reverence the people have for judges and the institution of judiciary. Undoubtedly, the strength of the judiciary is the faith and confidence reposed by the people. Of late, judges are being made to work in a tensed atmosphere. Aspersions are cast with a motive to intimidate them. Stay where wisps of clouds do occasionally appear to cast their shadows and try to dim the luminescence of the judiciary. I am an optimist. I look upon these as passing clouds. The majesty of the institution continues to hold its head high, notwithstanding such insinuations. The institution of judiciary is a ray of hope for common man, who is the ultimate consumer of justice. As rightly said, the silence of the lawman is more harmful than the violence of the layman. I have the satisfaction that I have discharged my duties truly, sincerely, in fear of God, unto the solemn oath, not in fear of men. I am fortunate enough to have shared the bench with 3 Chief Justices, 7 other sister and brother judges in the short span of 1.5 years. From the last 1 week, I have been sitting with my lords, the Honorable the Chief Justice, Prashant Kumar Mishra ji. I must acknowledge that I have learned many things, more particularly how to conduct oneself on the bench. My Lord Justice A.K. Goswami was a very simple, down-to-earth person, considerate of each one's opinion. It is not out of place to recollect an incident that had happened while sitting with my Lords Justice J.K. Maheshwari. An appeal by the government was heard, and his lordships had taken the view that the appeal has to be dismissed, and I was asked to author the judgment. But after going through the record, I took a divergent view, and I felt that the appeal has to be allowed. When I brought this to his lordship's notice, he immediately said, "Sister, let us post it for further hearing. This speaks volumes about him." I also thank my sister and brother judges for their unflinching support. They have treated me as the youngest member of the family with utmost kindness and warmth, which I shall always cherish. The glory of the institution lies on the bar, a bar that is uncompromisingly excellent and unceasingly vigilant. The Andhra Pradesh bar is second to none. It has been playing a valuable role in upholding the traditions of this court and in protecting the rule of law and democracy. I would like to acknowledge that my relationship with the bar has been pleasant and happy throughout. It is pertinent to mention that while making submissions in the court, some of the advocates are getting into heated arguments across the bar. This is not a healthy sign for this institution. Hope the advocates understand this. Having been at the bar for 26 years, I am conscious of the problems faced by the bar. Keeping it in mind to the extent possible, I have accommodated them. I always try to maintain my composure in the court. If at any point of time I raise my voice, it is only in the interest of institution and not otherwise. If I have hurt any member of the bar, my sincere apologies. It was unintentional. Both the bench and bar, by working in unison with unstinted cooperation and assistance, can do miracles to the justice delivery system. I have been in the criminal roster for a couple of months. While dealing with bails, I observed that there is imminent necessity to strengthen the subordinate judiciary. The remands are done in a mechanical manner, and they are forgetting that while remanding an accused, they are discharging a solemn duty, hence periodical interactions are required. They should be sensitized about the various facets of law, and the President's Judicial Academy is a need of the hour. Though a judge is a visible face of the justice delivery system, what goes on behind is the sheer dedication and hard work of the staff. It is obvious that being a 3-year-old court, there tend to be teething problems. Neither we are equipped with the necessary infrastructure nor manpower. Though the staff are skilled and are working for long hours, certain mistakes, lapses are bound to take place due to the workload and the depth of staff. Hence, at all times, we must be conscious of this and should take them into confidence and work together. I must express my appreciation for the assistance and cooperation rendered by the ever-helpful registrars in discharging my duties effectively. I have often seen them working in a tense atmosphere. The depth of staff also has an adverse impact on their performance. Recruitment is the immediate requirement. I acknowledge the sincere and dedicated services rendered by my personal secretaries, Mr. Divakar, Mrs. Karthika Nagini, Courtmaster Mrs. Anuradha, and my court officer, Mr. Nageshwar Rao. We all work like a family, and I cannot forget their able assistance. One instance that I particularly remember is of Diwali last year, where all of us stayed back till 11 p.m. for completing the work as the next 5 days of holidays. I also acknowledge the services of my staff at the court as well as my residence. They kept us comfortable throughout. Today, I remember my father, Sri K. Chaudhary, who passed away in the month of September last year, 4 months after my elevation. It was his choice that I shall prosecute law. He lived an exemplary life and is my source of inspiration. As he could not attend my swearing-in ceremony in person due to his ill health, he sent a message which I shall treasure forever. I quote, "My dear Lalita, on behalf of the family, I wish you all the best. I pray the God to protect your mental brevity, strength and wisdom in upholding justice to a common man in need during your tenure of office. Uphold clean and unflinching loyalty to the law of justice, which shall express your concern for the common man in need of the same. Wish you a comfortable tenure of office throughout." Unquote. This is indeed a roadmap for my career. Last but not the least, I am grateful to my family for their cooperation. It is said that when a man is out of sight, it is not too long before he is out of mind, and I hope it will not happen in my case. Though my stay has been short, I carry with me the pleasant memories of my days as a lawyer and judge of this court, which I shall cherish for a lifetime. I shall also carry with me the ethos, culture and reputation of this court throughout my career. Wherever I may be, I shall keep the flag of this court flying high. Thank you.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice, I now declare that the proceedings are concluded.